Yes, guys. How you doing? Welcome back to Football Inc. How are you? I hope you're all happy and healthy doing the things you love, with those you love to do them with. It is Wednesday. It's hump day. Have you got the hump? Have you got the hump? Whatever team you support, let us know in the chat. How's your January transfer window cooking? We had to do a little update today. We've got loads of transfer news, views, and clues. We've got last night's Carabao Cup game to discuss. Jonny was just telling me about a long 4-minute rant about a long 8-minute VAR investigation, or however long that took. We'll talk about all of that stuff. Good afternoon to my Nigerian brothers and sisters around the world. 8% Nigerian here, 2.5% over there. And that's why we can say, what is this? Guys, please do smash the like button for us if you enjoy the content. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell and drop a comment or two. Let us know what your thoughts are on all that we discuss. We've also got today's sponsor, OK Jersey. If you are looking for the best clobber in town for your sports and athleisure wear and all that stuff, football kits, retro and new, you can find it at OK Jersey. Use code FINC at checkout, FINC. You get a further 8% off. Can't ask better than that. Guys, we are also available on all of your podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, and Amazon and all that jazz. So if that's your jam, then find us over there, search for Football Link, or go into the description and find the link. Jonny, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I must admit, I promised I wouldn't watch the game last night, but I was sort of sneaking around trying to watch it. They had a goal disallowed, which I couldn't believe it was disallowed. I mean, I think it was something around about 4 or 5 minutes trying to work out between VAR and then that it was offside or someone was holding on. Haaland was holding on. It stopped Semenyo getting his second goal. But it provoked an unbelievable rant last night from Pep. I think he's had enough of it, mate. And I think he says he was going on about, have you seen when I was here in the league, the penalties that I should have had that I didn't have, and the goals that were disallowed. He was proper going into a long rant. I love it when Pep does that. Listen, everyone's calling it out. For me, VAR, they had a big meeting and how they were going to make VAR fit for purpose this season. And all I can see is more convoluted, more complicated. It is not fit for purpose. It is ruining football. It's not made it better. It's made it worse. The referee standards have gone down the Swanee. They seem to be completely conflicted as to what is handball, what is a push, what is a challenge. You know, you can watch one game at, say, 5 o'clock where a player steps on another player and it's not even awarded as a free kick. And then you can watch another where it's a penalty. You can see an incident where Martinelli's kicking the guy off the pitch and there's no retrospective action, pushing and shoving and all the rest of it that all broke out after that event. Yet the Spurs versus Villa game, the FA have brought Spurs and Villa up under disrepute charge for the incident. And of course, charged Romero for an incident where he didn't go down the tunnel. I mean, how many players don't go down the tunnel? Loads. I just think that right now it's a complete and utter mess. And these are meant to be the authorities that are running the beautiful game. Well, they're turning the beautiful game into the ugly game and the shit game.
Do you know what it is, mate? You know what I think part of the problem is? It's the game itself has got so many facets to it right now that have become robotic and have been ruined, right? The length of time it takes for a throw-in, right? A long throw-in to be organised. Like, I don't know why a goalkeeper only gets 8 seconds to kick the ball, which I think was a good rule implemented. Yeah. I think I've only ever seen a corner kick being given as a consequence of the breach of 8 seconds.
For us.
I think it was for us.
Yeah,
it was the first game of the season for us, right? Against Burnley, I think it was. I don't think I've seen it since. But I think that's a good rule if it was actually
implemented.
Implemented. That's the word I'm looking for. But I don't know why a throw-in gets a minute at times. You know, for those people that want to do the long throw-ins, it's crazy. I think that the VAR, obviously, in some of these circumstances, I'll be honest, like that particular one last night, I don't think any VAR decision should take that long, but that one did look quite complicated because there was a melee of people, and it was like, what was the goalkeeper being impeded? Was Haaland's foot off? There was lots going on, so I can understand that one, and obviously the pressure's on the guy when the camera. If you're watching it on TV, the camera's in the VAR room, and the guy's going, "Fuck like."
I know, but
trying to go through everything. I don't think
Pep was going on about the lines. He goes, the lines. They suddenly magically found a line.
Yeah.
Why did it take them 4 minutes to find a line? And
I think the lines are being drawn too thick, right? Yeah. Because they don't have
4 millimeters
cameras.
Where's the tolerance? That's what.
Yeah, that whole 5 centimeter tolerance thing is crazy. But listen, I think people's frustration with VAR is real, and it's right, and it's correct, and it's stupid, because all you're really doing is, to some degree, you're just removing one person's subjective opinion, allowing them to not make difficult decisions, to then hand over to another one. I also think the whole protocol, the whole process of go and check the monitor on the side of which chews up another 2 minutes. It's pointless, because they always just agree that, like, to change their decision. So that whole thing is just theatre and unnecessary.
Correct.
But I also think that part of the frustration is that, like, football fans feel like they're being robbed of the game of football, because it's so stop-start, and the game itself has become all about robots that just are physical athletes rather than technicians. You're right. It's no longer the beautiful game. It's the ugly game. But it's not just because of VAR. It's because of this shift towards data, this shift towards, it's almost becoming NFL-sized.
Yes,
that's not the word, but Americanized. It's becoming like play by play rather than free flowing. And the VAR is an element and a component of why it's frustrating, but it's not the entire full gamut of why football has become such a boring.
I want to hear what they're saying. I don't want to just hear the referee after he's had 20 conflabs with the guys in the office. Basically, what's happening is, hey, ref, go to the monitor. Right, we're going to tell you what's what. Okay, look, this is what's happened. This is what we've seen. Just go and tell them this is what it is. And then he comes out. He goes, "Hi, this is my moment in the starlight. The number 9 for Manchester City was holding. Therefore, the goal is disallowed." No.
There's no detail there, is there? There's no detail there.
I want to hear the conversation. Yeah. I want to hear the conversation with VAR. We can't see anything. We're looking now to see if we can find something. No.
In other sports, you can go to the stadium and buy an earpiece that sort of dials you into like a radio where you can hear these things. You can do that in rugby. You can certainly do that in cricket, where you can get hold of the commentary and hear all those things. Yeah. And it doesn't seem to create any mischief. There's another revenue stream there for the Premier League to get hold of. If everyone pay a tenner, I reckon everyone would pay a tenner to get hold of an earpiece that dials into a specific radio frequency, and it would give people some insight into what's going on in the game. Because, especially, like we always said, Johnny, the people that are the last thought in all of this are the people that go to the games
and pay
to watch it. Yeah.
I mean, they're not
those guys are completely unaware. People on the watch it on the TV at least get some insight, but at the stadium you get nothing.
Well, how many times I'm at the stadium watching the game, and I get friends messaging me to tell me what's going to happen before I know, and I'm in the stadium watching the bloody game. It's absolute nuts, right? We should be part and parcel of it. And I've got to be honest with you, benefit of the doubt, right? Like how to convict someone, Sean, you need a unanimous decision, right? It can't be 3, 4, and 5 against for someone to be guilty. If you're spending 3-4 minutes looking to try and turn it the other way, it shouldn't be happening. If the goal has been given by the referee and it's taken you 4 minutes to try and disprove that it was a goal, I'm not interested.
I hear you, mate.
9 minutes of added time. 9 at the end of that game. I don't know where they got 9 from, but that's what they gave. 9 minutes.
Just quickly, just whilst we're talking about these two particular incidents, big up to everyone in the chat, by the way. This is. I'm going to show one. I hope I can show it without getting us copywritten. But then so there's one thing that's going to be massively complementary to women's football. There's also one thing that might be taken the wrong way. First of all, have you seen that video clip of the female referee who checks the monitor, gets the VAR thing, and then she goes on review, the goal it's no goal because the goal was offside, and then half the stadium go, what, like what? And everyone goes, no, I mean it is a goal because it's no offside. Goal, no offside. It's no goal, but it's no offside.
He can't make up her mind. What is?
It's like she completely screwed up. The other thing. Have you seen Megan Campbell, the female footballer for Ireland? Have you seen her long throw?
It's insane. It's insane.
Oh my good God! Let me see if I can get it on Instagram.
Can you do cap motion? You know, where it starts, where you can freeze it so you don't get I think it's more around whether or not the logos are in the thing. Let me see if I can get it because it is quite incredible. Let me see. Hang on. Oh, you know what? I'll do it this way. Fuck it. All right. Let me see if I can do this. It is absolutely wild how far she can throw this ball further than Liam than Rory Delap. Jordan's game against Brighton in the FA Cup. The decision will remain the same. The ref went to the pitch side monitor against us. Right. Let's see if you can.
I'm gonna take the thing off. Okay. Let's just make sure it's not on the actual. Here we go.
There you go.
See if you can watch this.
Go on then. There you go.
This girl's launch is unbelievable.
Right. Okay. So she gets a little bit of whatever she's stored up there to get a grip on her hand.
Look how far she's far left, top left of the thing. She's a 9 stone soaking wet female footballer. She's launched the ball 40 yards, Johnny.
It's the trajectory. Absolutely
insane. And then we've got Lucas Bergvall, who's our number 2 option in that regard.
What's in his head?
It's absolutely mild.
A testosterone check, Sean.
Yeah. Check her balls.
But listen, I think if we've seen in games now where players take the late in the game, decide, we're going to take the throw, then leave it for another person. I believe if you haven't taken the throw within 10 seconds, Sean, the throw goes to the opposition. Then it will go.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, and I think because I think this whole long throw thing, I kind of like it occasionally, but it's becoming like an every time you get a throw in the final third, that's what we're doing now. And for the most part, most teams can't even do it just because they can throw it that long. It doesn't really work if you have to throw it 60 yards into the air for it to get that distance. It's only really good if you can launch it like what that girl Megan Campbell can do.
It's a low trajectory,
very low arc, and it just comes in like a bullet. But most teams can't do that.
No,
Coyote can do it. That's about it. There's not many people in the Premier League that can throw that ball as far as that girl can.
It's more of a sort of a low trajectory. I mean, listen, Arsenal not content with defending and winning games with set pieces, with the most set pieces in the Premier League. We've seen they've now hired the supposed world's best long throw specialist now to work with the team. So expect them to all be lining up come Monday morning when the guy arrives to see who can throw the ball the furthest, and he'll be working on the technique.
Have you seen the guy? Have you seen what he can do? Have you seen a video of him?
No.
He's the guy. Do you remember back in the day there was a guy who did he runs up and he almost does like a sort of a gymnast somersault, but he uses the ball as the thing on the floor, and then flips over the other side and then launches it. He can throw the ball like 70 meters, and now he's about 50 or whatever. And he from the side, he can throw the ball and he can hit the crossbar every time. The guy's got some, I don't know. I think they can extend their shoulders or something. I think it's
Brentford. He was advising Brentford, and we've all seen how well Brentford have done. Cody, what's Steve Backley doing these days? That's a good idea. Could you imagine in football if you had special teams?
Yeah.
And the whistle's gone, and on comes Steve Backley. Special teams for Spurs.
I kind of feel like it's become Americanized to that point now, hasn't it?
Yeah. Special,
where it's all about
your
what
long
can you
throw
do?
specialist, your penalty
Your corner kick specialist, your defensive corner kick, specialist. Like, you're going to have coaches. We got a coach's coach. We coach the coaches how to coach for the special teams. It's getting out of hand, mate. It's getting out of hand. The game's gone, bro. The game's gone.
When you see the Arsenal set piece coach actually had a mural for himself, or some. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Do you think the set piece coach do you think his nose has been put out of joint, that he's not quite specialist enough, and that there's a special teams guy within the set piece coach?
Yeah, a special teams within special teams. Who's the guy with the sort of blonde hair that always hugs Arteta?
Yeah, I don't know what his name is, but yeah, I know the guy you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, it's look, I don't know. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I don't want all this stop-starting. And I want a referee to turn around and hear him on the mic saying, "Nah, come on, you're taking the piss here, right?" It's like a millimetre. What his point was, Pep Guardiola's point was, how come some weeks you're having a tolerance of 4 millimetres, other weeks 5 millimetres, and other weeks no tolerance at all? How come some week the line's thicker than it was the previous week? Come on.
There shouldn't be any tolerance, mate. I know it's different because tennis is like, the pitch is much less, much less space to occupy. But football's the most expensive and well-funded game in the world, and the Premier League has got more money. You'd think they'd be able to get enough cameras at every stadium mounted that have like enough, I don't know, whatever it is, frames per second or zoom, megapixels, I don't know, whatever the technology is. You'd think they'd be able to get right in close and be able to see by your toenail, even then it gets stupid. But
it's got
to have like a 5 centimeter room for error, margin of error, I think the whole thing's stupid, because it always seems to go towards the team that is, the bigger team that gets the benefit of the doubt in those situations. I
was going to say, JD Gaville, he said, "I love my Chicago Bears as an American, but keep the NFL in the NFL." Well, you'll be very happy. Caleb Williams, what a comeback the other night. They looked like they were down and out, 18 points down, but through in the playoffs. Great victory. The other team missed their chances, but that was we're into the playoffs now. Wildcard games are just gone. Looking forward to the juicy part of the season now.
Nice.
We've got a lot of Americans in who watch this show. So, guys, great to have you here. Great to have you from wherever you are. But
big up to Sabbath for the raid. I think he's just finished. Big up to everyone. Welcome in. Strap yourselves in, guys. Smash the old like button.
Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, guys. We're doing well. We're growing the channel. Couldn't do it without your support. But loads of you watch, but don't subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. So hit the subscribe and the like button, guys. Right, where do you want to start, Shawnee? Should we start with the news that Paratici's been the worst kept secret in football? Paratici is leaving. The interesting thing, there seems to be absolutely no plan of succession.
No, it's business as usual, apparently.
Business as usual. We're just going to go with Johan. I don't know what I'm particularly doing, Lang. I can't believe it. We were all dreaming. Paratici's gone. Bring in Campos. Bring in Mitchell. Bring in Mochi. Bring in, I don't know. There's some fantastic directors of football out there. But no, we're going to continue with yes man Johan Lang.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Look, there's people out there. I was listening. I mean, CC, you might be able to shed some light on this. You're an Aston Villa fan. There's people out there. I was listening to a Tottenham podcast. I forget what it was called. Something about Echo of Glory. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So I'd never heard of them before, and I stumbled across their YouTube channel a couple of days ago, and I listened to their video when I was getting out of bed, and it was really interesting. Really nice conversation between the three of them, and one of them was making the argument that actually people give Johan Lang a really hard time, and they say that, oh, we got Villa's reject, but actually it was Johan Lang, and CC, like jump in here in the chat in this. that it was Johan Lang that essentially built most of the value that has been seen in the recent kind of couple of years in terms of that ecosystem. Yes, Monchi came in and threw in some more quality on top, but Johan Lang did sort of build a lot of that model. I don't know. I don't follow Villa enough to know what he was responsible for, but the guy on that podcast was sort of making a fairly strong, or at least it sounded like a strong case that as usual with directors of football, Johnny, that sometimes the work that they do isn't necessarily appreciated in real time, and that those things only bear fruits sometimes long after those people have gone.
I don't know. He got demoted and he left, and we took him on. Listen, the juries are out. I didn't rate most of his signings that he's bought, apart from Bergvall, 8 million. But interesting. Mace has said Campos, ha ha ha. Butler's got more chance of dating Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. Well, listen, we know we can but dream, but we thought. How
did I get catch a stray in that one? Who even mentioned Campos? Where did that come from?
Oh, I mentioned Campos. No, I mentioned it.
Oh, you mentioned it, did you? Okay.
Langer. Yeah, sorry, Langer. Sorry, my Danish is pretty poor. It is Langer. I shall correct myself from this day forth.
I think it's a little bit unfair on Butler's pool, to be honest, Ash. I don't know how I caught a stray. I don't even know who Sydney Sweeney is, but listen,
oh yeah, well, you see,
if I'm a couple of stone lighter and I get put in the room with her for long enough, you
never
know. Never know.
Listen, these Nigerian brothers, okay?
Okay. What is this?
What is this?
I want to date Sydney Sweeney.
Listen, we're Nigerian, mate. It's a magnet.
Oh dear.
It's a magnet. Right. Semenyo last night, though, 2 goals. Well, 1 goal, but I thought he scored 2 on his debut, on his second game, a goal and assist in his previous game. He's everything they want, Sean, but they still look a bit dodgy at the back there. I can't see it happening. Here we go. CC, the Aston Villa fan, says yes or no. Langer, see, I'm getting there. Langer was good to a point, helped on a number of fronts, but he got us into a lot of the issues with the high salaries, etc. I wasn't a big fan of his. I found him to be on catch-up all of the time. Listen, I have the majority of Villa takes that I saw when he left and when he came to Spurs, when I look back on them, were good luck with that one. You know, it wasn't impressive. It wasn't, you know, when you lose someone like Paratici, who's been at Juventus for 10 years as the DOF, and then you take someone who's been demoted to the under-21s, it didn't seem like a parallel appointment for me. But we should
either way, look, we are where we are at the moment, and the squad needs a lot of work, obviously. And so on that basis, you know, I don't think either Paratici or Johan Lang have really painted themselves in absolute glory. But we are where we are, and apparently the club are happy to move along as good business as usual. But anyway, appreciate that insight, that colour there, CC. Let's get back to the Man United. Sorry, the City game you were talking about.
Right? Yeah. I mean, look, I think City deserved it. Walter Mardi's come on as a sub last night, and let's be honest, he could have buried a couple. City are giving away chances at the moment. No Gavidal. They've got 2 or 3 injuries at the back there. They need Mark Gahey. Mark Gahey, I'm not sure is going to commit to anything before the summer. We shall see. But City are too vulnerable at the back at the moment, and I'm not sure they can fix it before the summer. But Walter Mardi should have buried at least one of those 2 chances. Did you see the 2 chances, Sean?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw the one at the end where he sort of did a diving Superman. Yeah, and missed it. But it was good. It was a good game of football. Good game of football. Yeah. Semenyo looks like he's settling in nicely, doesn't he?
He's been there forever, mate. He's so strong. Yeah, I mean, there were a couple of moments where he sort of overplayed it, yet still managed to run and win back the ball with his upper body strength. He's an absolute monster. It's going to be interesting to see, because I see a lot of comments from YouTube groups about the lack of success of Pep Guardiola's wingers. I don't think I expect to see Semenyo in those list of failures. I think he's already showing signs of what he's capable of doing. I don't think they'll come back from that. Do you?
Nah, 2-0. That last goal. By the way, that Cherky goal at the end.
Oh, what a fantastic move!
Unbelievable. And that style of football is what I miss. I miss it from the Premier League. You don't see that. You used to see those goals 3 times a weekend.
Yeah.
Everybody used to be capable of doing that at times. Tottenham were capable of doing it occasionally against, under and Arsenal were certainly capable of it. Liverpool capable of it all the time. City, Villa, Newcastle. There's loads of teams. Even Nottingham Forest, would play a couple of minutes under Nuno where they would do those sorts of things. There were loads and loads and loads of goals like that last season or season before last. All of a sudden, every goal now is just sort of boring and stale and just, it's like I say, robotic. It just feels robotic. When I saw that goal, I was like, oh, I missed that sort of football.
Oh yeah, it was football
delicious.
To get excited about. It really was. Some of the one-touch football and open it up and the crisp finish from Cherky. Yeah, it was football. It was football to enjoy. He's going about Visser being poor. Visser's been out for most of the season, but he had a very early chance, which he absolutely blazed over. Again, City giving up chances at the back. They are definitely open. You can definitely carve them open. And, he should have done better.
Just quietly, we talk a lot about flops. Anthony Elanga.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No one's talking about him.
No flip on that flop.
No flip on that flop.
No flip in that flop. He's just pure flop at the moment.
26 games, 26 appearances, 1 assist.
Yeah, nearly as bad as...
How much did he cost? 55, 60 million?
Yeah. I mean, Mohamed Kudus is only just ahead of him on, was it 1 goal in the last how many games?
But Kudus, I think, has got 3 goals and 4 assists or something, right? He's at least done something, or 2 goals and 4 assists, I think it is. It's still not great, but it's not bad. But he's certainly on the decline in terms of form. But yeah, Elanga's just been.
Who's the greatest flop, right? I mean, if we're doing a flop top 5 at the moment,
Sesko, Gyökeres, Wirtz.
Yeah, Elanga.
Probably Elanga, maybe Xavi Simons.
Xavi Simons would be in there, right?
I don't know. He hasn't exactly set the world alight, has he?
For the money, for the fees.
Yeah.
Well, let us know in the chat what you think. Your top 5 flops.
Not of all time, guys. Not of all time.
No, just of this season.
Just this season.
Elanga, I think Delap. Yes, that's a good one. Liam Delap. That has got to be right up there. Moani.
Moani maybe. Isak as well.
Yeah.
Eze, Jamie Gittins. Oh, there's a lot in there. There's a lot. And you know what, mate? The interesting thing is they're all forwards. Yeah. Every one of them. Every single one of them. And why is that? Is it because everyone's playing boring football that none of them get their chance to shine?
Gallagher has been announced, ladies and gentlemen. And that's not Bernard Gallagher, the footballer. That is Conor Gallagher, the Spurs player. He has been announced. Just see.
I'll just get it up on.
Here we go.
Heart, energy, grit, demanding more.
See, I said to you, people have said, where is he? Where is he? I said, they're doing the bloody videos. They probably the production spent a day.
Yeah, let me see if I can get it up on the.
Well, don't get it up here, Sean. We'll get cancelled, mate.
No, no, we can do this. Here we
I
go.
know you're Nigerian, but come on. No one likes to show off.
Here we go. Let's have a look. See what.
Carry on up on this channel. Here we go.
Heart, energy, grit, demanding more, standing tall, driving us forward. I'm Conor Gallagher, I'm here to give everything.
It's a little bit muted, isn't it? A little bit, not particularly. It's not the same as like, it'll all work out.
It's not.
Work out.
It's not sort of boy band stuff, is it? You know, it's sort of like.
He's a bit of a boy band. He's a pretty boy, though, isn't he?
Yeah, it's just like, I'm Conor Gallagher. I'm here to get the job done. Grit, determination.
I'd get him on the back of my shirt.
Adjectives. I think
it is a bit of a somber intro. That
I agree, CC. I agree, CC.
Yeah.
Where's the
miserable? The best bit of news we've had in months. You could at least fucking pull out the circus for us.
I'm surprised they didn't have pallbearers. I'm surprised they didn't have pallbearers and a coffin, and out pops his head. It's me.
It's me,
Gallagher.
It's
It's me, Coffin Gallagher here.
Coffin Gallagher.
Oh my god!
Very good.
Yeah, no, it's a Johan Lang production. Production. Yeah.
All of the razzmatazz of a bucket of magnolia paint.
Lurch Productions.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, that doesn't get the juices flowing. That does not get the juices flowing. I want to see some other club signings videos when they come out this season. We're going to have to compare. We'll have to get a few up, Sean. Yeah, Malen signing for Roma. I'm sure theirs will be a little bit more exciting.
Is it done? Yes. Right.
Well, it might not be just yet because they have to do the video production, don't they? But that was pretty. What are they going to do for Sousa? They can't be doing the morbid stuff for them. They're going to have a couple of Brazilian birds shaking their maracas.
Big up to Malen though, getting a good move. But just before we speak about him,
why have they sold him, Sean? It's about the money, right?
Must be, yeah.
It's about the money. I think they're going to get, as we mentioned yesterday, it makes sense. Sell him, get the money in, make FFP, and then reverse get Tammy Abrahams from Roma on loan until the end of the season, where they can do a deal and then take it into the next financial year. He's a
very good player, though. I would have taken Malen all day long, by the way, at Tottenham. I think
I thought he's done really well. I mean, he scored some crucial goals for them and some superb goals. But I don't know. It's all about the money, mate. It's all about the money. Bailey went to Roma.
Did you see 16-year-old Australian lad? G'day, mate. My name's Antonio Arena.
Yeah.
I'm Australian and I'm Italian, and I'm 16 years old. And on my debut, my professional football debut last night, I scored a header with my very first touch of the ball. First debut in the Serie A, 16 years old, comes on the pitch, ball gets whipped in, he rides it up, bosh, but top bins, absolutely sensational. First touch in professional football, and he scores the winner.
Unbelievable. Who was that?
Arena, Antonio Arena, apparently.
Antonio Arena, playing for
Roma.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Crikey, mate.
Yeah. Don't mind a little bit of Italy.
Struth, mate.
What are we doing here? Let's good luck to Mr. Malen.
Is it true, Sean, that the Australian accent is derived from the Cockney accent from where they were sending them to the colonies at the I mean, that's what I heard. I don't know. I'd love to hear from an Australian to tell me that that's absolute hokum.
I wouldn't be able to tell you, mate, because they've all got amnesia. That's the difference between the English accent and the Australian accent. Australians, they put a little inflection at the end of every sentence. So it's like when you say, they go, I went to the bar last night, and you go, are you telling me or are you asking me? I don't remember anything. You little ripper.
Little ripper.
Let's
get onto some transfer news. Have you got some news, views, and clues?
Yeah, buddy. 1 second, mate. Let me just let me get the old spinneroo. Where is it? Transfer. Where's my transfers?
The rumor mill, it's time we went there to speculate, gesticulate on who will go where.
Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest news out of the Premier League, I would say today, is that Everton are just about to, if not already, signed Youssef En-Nesyri with immediate effect from Fenerbahce. Really interesting striker, Youssef En-Nesyri, mate. Scores a lot of goals. And Everton have been looking for a guy to put the ball in the back of the net ever since they sold Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
I mean, well, what's that looking like right now?
Yeah, what have we done? Fucking hell, mate. What have we done? We gone and sold the DCL. Fucking be working hard. Be working all day on his fitness, and now he goes to Leeds and scores a couple of goals.
He's gone from ACL to DCL. I mean, look, I don't understand it. Like, we were all in here. Those who have been following this channel for a long time will remember we all heaved a big sigh of relief, especially us Spurs fans, when we saw that DCL had signed for Leeds. And now we've all got mud on our face, right? Because he hasn't stopped scoring. Just to say, right, they've signed him from, or signing him is going to get done from Fenerbahce, and they've replaced him with Ademola Lookman.
Yeah. Yeah. It's madness. And also, Ademola Lookman's gone, and was it Raspadori has gone to Atalanta? Yeah. So Atletico Madrid, he went from Napoli to Atletico Madrid, and now back to Italy, but into it's madness, isn't it? Raspadori's a baller as well, by the way. He's a baller. He was someone I would have.
I think Lookman's made a huge boob. I think he could have come to the Premier League and absolutely smashed it. But this is a good signing for Everton, right?
I think so. Let's have a look at En-Nesyri's.
He lost his place to John Duran, Foxy's saying. Yeah, this is John Duran, if you remember, the guy that came on as a sub for Aston Villa and kept scoring goals, and then mysteriously got sold for £70 million to Saudi, only to spend 6 months in Saudi before he ended up in Turkey. I'll leave you to work that one out.
Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, and En-Nesyri, for what it's worth, has already scored 8 goals this season in Turkish football. I'm trying to think what's the deal price. I can't see what the deal price is.
I haven't seen a price yet, Sean, on it.
Is it? I'm not even sure if it's actually complete. I'm not sure if it's complete yet. The talks have started. But
I think that one's likely to go. There seems to be a few clubs. I don't know whether it's just posturing and they're saying it's not happening, but there are a few clubs out there who are saying we're not lending our players out. None of our players are leaving. Arsenal being one of those who are now saying, despite lots of interest in Ben the Sunbed White, he's not. They're not going to allow him to leave. There's interest from Everton and a couple of other Premiership clubs, but they're saying he's not going to be allowed to leave. And the same is being said for Matthias Tell with Paris FC and Dragusin going to Roma. Do you think this is just chat at the moment while they're trying to do other business and then allowing them to go at the end of the window, or do you really think they actually mean it, that they're not going to be allowed to leave?
I can't imagine Tottenham will let Dragusin leave. Ben White's an interesting one at Arsenal. Obviously, he's frustrated with lack of game time, but yet other players like, I don't know, Hincapi, for example, or whatever, is absolutely fine, more than happy. And I can't imagine Ben White would push for a move to Manchester City when he might just be out on the precipice of winning a league title with Arsenal. But I'm also like, the fact that Manchester City are looking at Ben White, that also to me is confusing.
Well, I think he's more likely to be an Everton or someone like that. I can't see it. I'm not really believing that report. I think Manchester City's biggest problem is through the middle. And, if they should and they could, they should be going all out to sign Mark Gahey. The Mark Gahey play is really such an interesting transfer. Bayern Munich really are making a huge play for him now. They know they've got to the end of the transfer window to try and get something done. I'm not sort of sure what they're offering him. I'm not sure whether they've got Harry Kane working on it to try and get him to come to Bayern, to Munich, telling them what a great place it is to be. And you could be a winner here. Loads of British players have come here. They love you, blah, blah, blah. Because he can sign a pre-contract and still get the massive signing on fee without having to take the risk. Because bear in mind, if he doesn't sign for anyone, Sean, and he ends up breaking his leg, God forbid, or some serious injury, he's not going to have any wages, mate, because he's not going to have a contract.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you.
It's a risk.
Yeah. Mark, do you see as well? Mark Gay, apparently Liverpool said they're not going to compete for him.
They say that, but they want him. They want him. Yeah. They want him. I mean, I think there's a lot of double talk going around here. We know Arsenal. I mean, do Arsenal need him? I don't believe they do, but they're still going for him. They're still going.
Just have a look at this, mate. Just super quickly, right?
Yeah.
These are the transfers that are done as of right now. Arsenal, nothing. Right. Villa have got Gremio in. I don't know anything about Maggio. Don't know if he's what. I can't remember. And then a couple of young loanees. Bournemouth, just Fraser Forster. On a freebie out. They've obviously got rid of Semenyo and Araujo on loan. Don't know about Noah Boutin. Brentford have got Ko Furo.
Yeah, well, we know. Watch him. Furo.
Yeah, he'll be someone that's going to be 50 million quid in a couple of years. Pascal Gross for Brighton on a cheapie, bringing him back. Again, some young loans. No one for Burnley, really. Chelsea, I can't believe eBay FC are on strike.
There's wait a minute, Joel. They're looking at going big. We'll come on to them in a minute. They're just going to go for 2 big uns. All
right. Crystal Palace, obviously Johnson.
And Mustafa Pint.
Mustafa Pint has been recalled. And then a few like non-entities. Everton, nothing really. Fulham, nothing as usual. Leeds, nothing. Liverpool, nothing really. Manchester City, Semenyo, and then some like no names. United, nothing. Newcastle United, nothing. Nottingham Forest, Calamuendo, that's interesting, by the way. He's an interesting one for them to go out.
I mean, we thought Calamuendo would do okay. He's gone out on loan.
Yeah, but maybe he'll be back in a couple of years. It looks like Tottenham at the moment. Look at that. Tottenham are the busiest the football club at the moment. West Ham have done a bit more, haven't they? West Ham have got 2 big ones, two big first team players coming in.
Well, Tati, who's come straight in, the large potato head from Argentina. He's already scored a goal, so you can bet your bottom dollar he'll probably be banging one in on Saturday.
Yep.
I suppose West Ham and Spurs have been the busiest, no?
Yeah, and then nothing really for Wolves. A little bit for West Ham going out as well. Some players there, but
I think Villa are going to do.
It's not really been a particularly busy January so far, and we're almost halfway through, mate. Tomorrow's the halfway point.
Is this for Is this for the chat? You've asked them to do the intelligence test.
What? What's that?
The intelligence test just came up. I thought that's what you wanted.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. There you go, guys. Yeah. Today we're sponsored by an IQ test.
My IQ.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, interestingly, look like they're going to do business in the attacking front. There's still lots of reports about, as I said, Tammy Abraham coming from Besiktas on loan at the moment from Roma here. But the bigger unit, the bigger signing would be Gonzalo Garcia, who we're a big fan of, right, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that one happening? I'm not so sure, mate.
Maybe if they were to let him go, I'd expect them to put on some sort of buyback thing. That's what Real Madrid seem to be pretty good at doing. It's interesting. I wouldn't be surprised maybe if they let him go somewhere. I don't know if Como need him, but they definitely seem to have some relationship with Como, don't they? We spoke about this before.
Yeah,
Como have got 2 or 3 young players that are doing really well for Como. And Como it's almost like an indefinite loan because the buyback fees that the Real Madrid have got on them are basically next to nothing. They're getting Nico Paz back for like 9 million quid or something.
Yeah, I mean,
there's another one as well that's a player over there that's a midfielder that's very good.
I mean, Spurs were sniffing around at, sort of £60 million for Nico Paz, and it was just given short shrift. Chelsea, we were talking about them just now, and they're preparing to spend apparently as much as €300 million on the transfer of Fermin Lopez.
Who's this? Chelsea? Chelsea, is this?
Yeah. They want a double of Fermin Lopez and Julian Alvarez. I could never understand why Alvarez left Manchester City. I thought he was going to become Aguero. I thought he was going to be their new Aguero. I know they signed.
He's capable of it. He's so good.
I such a good player. He really is. I was surprised he went to Atletico. I just feel that he still would have scored a lot of goals for Manchester City and been part and parcel of it. I just think he wants to be the main man.
Yeah, and so the idea is that they're going to sell Cole Gallagher, are they? Cole Palmer, sorry.
Cole
Gallagher.
Yeah, Cole Palmer. Yes, because they've got the man who's going to be, they've got the Estavo.
We've got a quote here from Conor Gallagher, by the way.
Oh, what's he saying? I'm here to deliver.
I wanted to be a Spurs player, and thankfully the club felt the same. It was very easy. It happened very quickly, and I'm ready to get on the pitch. I know how great the fans are. I'm really happy to be a part of it here and want to create special moments. My number 22. My number 22.
I know how good the fans are. I mean, he's obviously not watched the videos of the punch-ups between the fans. Right?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Listen, he's not. I like him. I think he's going to be a cult hero. I also think that Matisse Tell's going to become a cult hero at Tottenham. I know no one gets on board that one with me yet, but you watch. Eventually, you're all going to be on board the Matisse Tell train. But I don't want you jumping on board it in the fourth quarter. I want you getting on board it now. I want you backing the boy now because he's going to be one of the fan favourites. I think. I genuinely believe that. Sully's saying he'd rather Kirsty Gallagher.
She's fitter.
She is definitely.
She used to be fitter. Tell me, guys, in the chat, right? Interesting. Can we do 1 and 2 in the chat or 1 and 0? Okay. I want to know Adam Walton or Elliot Anderson. Which of those two, if you had to make a choice, which Manchester City or Manchester United are going to make a choice of those two, which one do you go for? Addison.
I think they're slightly different players, personally. I don't think they're exactly the same profile, but I actually prefer Elliot Anderson. By the way, you didn't say which one was number 1, which number's number 2, Johnny?
Sorry, guys. Number 1, Elliot Anderson, and number 2, 0, Adam Walton, 1, Elliot Anderson. 0, Adam Walton, 1, Elliot Anderson.
People are throwing in 2s. People are throwing in everything. I think Elliot Anderson is for me a slightly better player, or will be a better player in the end. That's what I go for.
It's I mean, look, I would put those two ahead of Alex Scott, who I'm a big fan of at Portsmouth, and Carlos Baleba. You can be a believer, but for me, he's got a lot more to do for me to put him in that rank. I'm sure he might well pass by everyone else. But for me, those two, Elliot Anderson and Adam Walton, are really the two must-have midfielders for a top 6 club right now. Chelsea don't need any. Arsenal don't need any. But I believe that Manchester City and Manchester United both need one or both of those players. And it's been rumoured today that Manchester City have opened preliminary contract negotiations to do a potential deal for Elliot Anderson, whereas Manchester United are also trying to open target for Elliot Anderson, Walton, Baleba and Scott. But those deals aren't expected to be opened until the summer because they're not expected to back Michael Carrick. Tell me something.
He's an interim.
He's an interim manager. But tell me something. If Michael Carrick was suddenly to turn the club around and they started to perform and they made Champions League football, will he be given the job on a permanent basis or
Maybe.
not.
Maybe. I think it depends on how he's received, with the style of football, and if things go in the right direction. Who knows? Maybe it might be quite clever to have two different managers, one on an interim, then one. You'll get two new manager bounces. If you could change a manager every month, then you get a new manager bounce every month, right? But it's expensive to do it unless you do it by the interim. What I would say, Johnny, is I don't think it matters. I don't think Manchester United will be able to finish the season strongly unless they buy a midfielder this January. I don't think they've got I think they need someone to come in that can hold the ball and shore things up this January. Now in the summer, they might be able to go and get their big signing, their monster, whoever that is, Belieber, Wharton, whatever else, right? But I still think they need someone now. And Mark Goldbridge said the same thing. I saw a clip of him saying, if Conor Gallagher goes to Spurs or Villa, he said this a couple of days ago, he said, fine, right? He goes, I know people in the chat might not want him and they're all looking forward to us getting this guy or that guy. He said, but at 25 million, that ended up being 35 million for us, but he said at 26 million pound, Manchester United need a midfielder right now. And he said, I will be apoplectic with rage if Manchester United do not bring in a midfielder this January and Tottenham end up with, or Villa end up with Conor Gallagher. And thus far, United aren't looking to buy any. It doesn't look like they're making a move on any. I know that they're trying to get Ederson as well. Listen, I think we all would probably say that Ederson's a better player than Conor Gallagher. We all would have liked that.
Yeah.
And maybe his argument is go and get Ederson now, go and get yourself Adam Wharton or whatever in the summer. But he's saying, and I think he's fairly balanced with his takes on United. He's saying that if United don't end up getting a midfielder and they could have got Conor Gallagher for 26, 30 million quid, then that's a big miss on their part. I tend to agree.
I'm wondering whether Michael Carrick will get a tune out of Sesko. Listen, I'm going to be very interested. He's a highly rated manager. He did a good job at Middlesbrough. He did a good job, as captain at Manchester United. Those of you who watched him play for Spurs, you could see how good he was at passing the ball. And I don't think a lot of Spurs fans realised what a good player they really had until he was gone. I certainly did. But, yeah, it'd be interesting to see. And I think Mark Goldbridge is right. But it'd be interesting to see how the balance of play comes when they get the two back from AFCON. And I see Matheus Cunha. I mean, why is Matheus Cunha playing so deep under Amorim? I didn't understand it. Play him up front.
Because they play double tens, mate, and he's not even a double 10.
Yeah, forget it, mate. Have him pushed up front behind
They were buying players. It was similar to I think it was similar to what what's his name was doing at Forest. What's his name? The big Greek donut. Not Ange. Marinakis, right? Marinakis was buying in the summer for an Ange system before Nuno had left. Yeah. I think United have been starting to buy players because I think Cunha eventually will become a wide right guy, and obviously, Mbeumo will be a wide right guy, and Cunha will be a wide left guy under a Glasgow.
So they're buying for a new manager. So is Conor Gallagher the first signing for Mauricio Pochettino in the summer?
Possibly. You have to have one eye on those things, one eye. And look,
my eye open, lad. I got my eyes open.
You got to be, the big Greek donut. Is he Greek or is he Cypriot? Who is Marinakis?
He's Greek, isn't it?
He's Greek, yeah.
Yeah, Marinakis.
I wanted to ask you this, mate. Liverpool have lost Conor Bradley, right, to a season-ending injury. So now they're not going to let go of Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez is one player that can play as a centre-back or as a full-back. He's quite versatile. Yeah. If Joe Gomez now has to step in essentially and compete with Kirkes or whatever else, Frimpong rather, then Liverpool have to find some defensive reinforcements, right? But yet, according to reports, Liverpool are saying that they're not going to make a move for Mark Guehi now because they think it's ridiculous that City want 35 million quid for him in January.
You mean, Palace.
That's right, Palace do. Yeah.
City the price has gone up. They put the
price has gone up from last summer.
Yeah. Because they can't replace him, they're saying, and they've got Europe. But
City are saying that they're going to put a bid in, but they're not going to pay 35 million quid, so they'll test the water at 20 or something, whatever, right? But if Liverpool allow Guehi to go to City or to Arsenal, because he's also on the books of the admiration of Arsenal, Where do Liverpool go? Are they going to go to Joel Ordine of Brugge? But are they going to wait until the summer for that?
Look, we said early doors in this show when we first began that Liverpool had to buy some centre backs, and they spent 400 odd million on midfielders and attackers. Huge mistake, and let Quanta go to buy Leverkusen. They have not covered themselves in glory, and they're paying the price. I can't see, Sean, how they can go another transfer window without addressing the centre back position. I just don't see it. Maybe buy one now, and then your main one. Leone, wasn't it? They bought the young kid, the Italian, who done his ACL.
He's out for the season.
Yeah, he's out for the season, done his ACL.
They literally have like if you need 4 players to play in the back line, they have about 6 in their entire squad that will ever be fit this season as it currently stands, right?
I think there's a lot of double talk, and I think right now Liverpool hierarchy know that you're better off spend your 30 million. Listen, when you spend 120 odd million on Alexander Isak and the same amount roughly on Wirtz, how can you not address the fact that Mark Gahey is going to, address all the issues you have for 30 million? I'm sorry, it's bananas for me.
And it's not like, is this on the screen?
Yeah.
It's not like they are safe and secure in the Champions League race. They're 8 points off Villa, right? But they are 3 points ahead of Newcastle and Manchester United. Mate, Liverpool are only 8 points ahead of us.
Well,
right? And if they get 1 or 2 more injuries in the back line, which is entirely possible, even if they don't get injuries, they're still going to be they're still playing Champions League football, they're still in the FA Cup, and they're still obviously fighting on the league as well. They've got a lot of games to play. They need a centre back. And if they take the risk and it hurts them and they don't get into the Champions League, that will cost them 100 million quid or 80 million quid, whatever, in revenue, and it all could be fixed by paying 25, 30 million quid for Mark Gahey now. But they don't want to do it because they don't want to be.
It makes no sense.
Held over a barrel by Paris.
Pride has to go out the window, mate. Needs must. Tell me something. I want you to go because I'm loving this. Can you go to Hearts website and look at their new signing, please? Hearts of Midlothian, owned by the same owners as Brighton, Tony Bloom. He finds them under a rock or at Union Gulwars. If you look there and go to their new signing, it will be on their Twitter handle, their Twitter site. Sorry. If you go to Hearts Twitter page, and you will see their new signing.
Hearts FC.
There we go. Have a look at this guy. Where is he?
This one?
Yeah, scroll down. Should be there, I think. Keep going. Where is he? He was... is he not there yet? Oh, I can't see it on there.
Is it under Hearts of this one? Hearts of
Midlothian, yeah. Right, scroll down. Keep going. Is that him? No, keep going. Don't know where he is there. It's really weird.
Mate, you're butchering this.
Right, I'll read it to you. I don't know why it's not there. Hearts of Midlothian. We are delighted to announce that we have reached an agreement with Ugandan international forward Roger Matto. Right. Uganda to become a Hearts player in the summer. The 22-year-old will join on a 3-year deal.
There you go. Here he is.
Okay, right. This is Matto, right? The guys they've signed a random Ugandan from the top flight of North Macedonian League, and there's almost a guarantee he'll be better than any player we sign this season. And that's what Tony Bloom and the likes of Brighton and the likes of now Hearts, who are at the top of the league, and Union St Union in Belgium, and what Brentford do and what others do. To find a Ugandan playing in the
I
North,
want to play for Hearts.
I want to play from Hearts from the North Macedonian League. I mean, I'd love to see. I would love to see how the algorithm finds these players.
That's Suleiman Sani, who was playing in Slovakia, that we were linked with briefly.
Yeah.
It was like he's gone to RB. I think he's gone to your club, RB Leipzig.
Yeah. You can bet your bottom dollar he will be coming up soon. It just shows you how far-reaching the algorithm is for searching for players to come up with a Ugandan guy playing in the North Macedonian League. Could you imagine? Now under Levy, right? For example, we got a new signing. Spurs announced a signing of Ugandan under 21 international from the North Macedonian League. It would be fireworks. It would be fireworks. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought it was quite funny.
Good luck to him. You know,
keep your eye on him. He'll no doubt be banging.
What's his
in
name? Matto,
I think his name is
Matto. Right. Any other stories? I think there's a few other stories to get.
Well, there is one here, and that is the news that Spurs' Mickey van der Ven has intensified the reports of him through an insider that he would love to move. His dream move is to move to Liverpool and not Real Madrid. Can you believe that? I can believe that. If they paid 80 million for Virgil van Dijk, how much are they going to have to pay for Mickey van der Ven? In all seriousness, if Liverpool were to make a bid for him.
Yeah, I think it'd be over 100 million. He's only, how old is he? 24?
24, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got his whole he's got 10 years on him still. What's this? Diamandi's gone, has he? What's this people are saying?
I thought Diamandi. What do you mean he's gone? I thought they said he wasn't going to move this window.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what people are saying.
Diamandi.
Oh no, they're different comments.
All right. Okay.
Comments. I'd say 100 million quid.
I think it would have to be. I would have to be. Sorry, I just seen popping up on my WhatsApp group people saying that Conor Gallagher is the most atrocious signing this season. I'll leave you to guess, Sean, who could be posting such things.
He said it's the most atrocious signing this season.
Well, one of the atrocious signings of the season. Yeah.
Elios has said that Conor Gallagher is one of the
most... no, he's posted it. Gallagher is an atrocious signing. I've run out of ways to describe the incompetence at the football club. It's not his, but he's posted it. Oh. He's probably backing it, no doubt. Guys, if you're in the chat, please hit the like button and please hit the subscribe button. And if you're listening on audio, please hit the follow button. Sean, I think there's got a super chat there. Have we got a sticker?
Oh, it's Chudini. Of course it is. Big up to you, Choo. Big up to you, mate. Thank you very much indeed. I take it it's just Nando's for the missus tonight again, is it, my man? Nando's for the missus because you spent too much money on your on your support of YouTubers. Big up to you, Choo. I appreciate you, mate, Dino. Thanks very much indeed. It wasn't Stelios that said it. Stelios didn't say it. Stelios was just, I think it's Tobes. Tobes of
him. Yeah, well, I'm not saying any more on that one. Crystal Palace are confident of agreeing a deal to sign Siddiqui Sharif from the French club Angers. Palace are looking to close the transfer at a price significantly lower than the 25 million euro fee being cited elsewhere. The 19-year-old has signalled his willingness to join Palace. Club-to-club agreement is expected to be reached quickly. Sharif is a highly rated forward that can play through the middle or out wide. Most of his games this season for Angers have come as a central striker, having scored 4 goals in 17 games. Got any others, Sean?
Yeah, it's been a quiet day. Honestly, the window's been super quiet, hasn't it? That's the point. But we will be back tomorrow, guys. Just quickly, CC saying, when are we doing the weekly score lines on behalf of the chat? Fee, fi, fo, I smell blood. Shawnee is for the taking.
Yeah, he's closing up. He's closing up. Listen, before we go, we got to have a quick chat about tonight's semi-final. Chelsea versus Arsenal. What are your thoughts on this one, Sean?
Is that Arsenal tonight, isn't it?
No, it's at Chelsea. You were close. Yeah. You were close.
Almost right. You're not gonna beat me, boys. You're not gonna beat me, boys and girls. Never gonna happen. Okay. I'm gonna say that I don't know if the teams. Do you think that they'll play full strength? I think this will be a draw. I think it will be 2-2. I'm looking forward to seeing. Reservoir's new formation with the goalkeeper playing as a centre back in possession against Arsenal. It's going to get absolutely torn apart if they lose possession. He's going to get lobbed for days. I think that there should be a bet. How many times this season, or in the second half of the season, is the Chelsea goalkeeper, if they implement the same strategies they did at Strasbourg, which they will? How many times is the Chelsea goalkeeper going to get chipped from the halfway line? I'm going to say at least twice.
Be interesting to see. I don't think. Listen, I believe Arsenal want to win every single trophy they're in this season. That's what the talk is. They're talking as if we want to win everything, and we have a squad deep enough. Let's be honest. They could change 7 players tonight, Arsenal, and still put out a top team.
Apparently, they're missing. Someone's saying they're missing Saliba, Ben Kent, saying they're missing Saliba, Hincapié, and Calafiori, all injured. Is that right? Is it?
Listen.
Oh, right, then they've still got Gabriel.
Honestly,
still got Ben White. They've still got Timber. They've still got. Don't know about that. They're absolutely fine.
But Chelsea. They really need to get a grip now. There's lots of talk of, Rosignol coming in. He's just a complete yes man, and Maresca just couldn't cope with it. The fact that they made, the medical head of medical sit on the bench and tell Maresca when to make the subs when he was getting booed, Maresca, for taking off Cole Palmer when he didn't want to take him off, but he was ordered to take them off by the hierarchy, and I think it just all blew up. And there was a report today that I think it was Enrique. They tried to approach Enrique for the job, and this was before Maresca. And he said, he just didn't like the setup there. The setup was a complete and utter mess. Yeah. So I think they just need a yes man. The thing is, with the amount of players that Chelsea have been signing, you would think that they would have incredible strength and depth, but I really don't think they have at the moment. I think they've got lots of players, but I don't believe that their strike force, their attack, is as good as Arsenal's. I don't believe their defence is as good as Arsenal's. Maybe their midfield.
Both teams are still lacking a massive striker, a proper striker. But then, football doesn't seem to reward old school nines anymore. It just doesn't. It's like the game's gone into a different world. But listen, I'm going to say 1-1 or 2-2 tonight. What are you saying?
I'm going to say I think Arsenal, unfortunately, are going to win this one 2-1.
Fair enough. Yeah. Guys, there's no show tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday, and then we'll do the predicciones for the weekend as well. Johnny might be able to stick out a video.
Yeah, I'm going to try and stick out a video tomorrow. Sean, we can't go without our brothers from our home nation are playing tonight. Nigeria are playing the hosts, Morocco, in the semi-finals of the AFCON. What do you think? I mean, Nigeria got a strong squad. Morocco, Ibrahim Diaz doing the business for them. Mamouche. Yeah. Mamouche is for Egypt, isn't he? He's playing.
Of course he is. Sorry, my bad.
He's the Egypt.
I got that one wrong yesterday as well. I said Akliouche is Moroccan. No, he isn't. Oh, that's right. He's Algerian. No, he isn't, Sean. He's French.
He's French-Algerian. He's French-Algerian. Listen, Senegal, Papa Sarr be playing for them tonight. It'll be kicking off in about 15 minutes if you're watching the game against Egypt with Mo Salah and Mamouche. What do you think of that game? I think Senegal could do it.
I think tonight I'm going to go for a close Morocco victory. And then before that, I am going to go for a Senegal victory. I think it's going to be a Morocco-Senegal final.
Yeah, you could be right. But the Nigeria, they got Chukwuemeka, whatever his name is. They've got three... Chukwuemeka. I think Nigeria actually have a very good squad this season. I know the home support could really swing it with the referee. So although I fancy the Nigerians to do really well, I think could be some hometown refereeing decisions tonight. But I'm going to go Senegal-Morocco final.
Yeah, same.
So well, we shall see. 5 o'clock, the Senegal-Egypt. 8 o'clock, Nigeria, the Nigerians versus Morocco. Guys, we're going to leave it there.
Got Mazraoui as a left back, and they've got Ashraf Hakimi. They've got Aguerd, the West Ham, West Ham player. They got El Al-Yanawi in the 6th. They got El Kanous, the player that's been linked everywhere. I mean, I don't know who's El Karbi. Who's that guy? Who's he playing?
What position is Bram Diaz playing?
He's for Olympiacos. Right wing.
He's definitely playing the right wing. I thought he might shift a bit more centrally for them.
What is this? Who's going to win it? Who's going to win the overall tournament? Senegal.
I think Senegal. Listen, I really like Senegal. He came from Senegal.
Right.
I think Senegal. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And I will try and pop up a video tomorrow because Sean is out getting a waxing tomorrow. Is it back, crack and sack tomorrow, Sean? Or what?
I'll show you on Friday.
Yeah, show me on Friday. The big reveal will be Friday. I'll try and pop up a video. Hopefully, we'll have some good stories to put out. Thanks very much. It's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from this guy.
Bye.